Welcome to the Soul Ascendancy channel, and thank you for joining us for this video. We're so happy to have you here as we explore a topic that resonates deeply with the essence of those who walk a unique path. As we dive into this powerful journey, please take a moment to show your support by commenting "Light" below and subscribing to the channel. Your engagement helps us grow and reach even more like-minded souls. Chosen ones, there is something extraordinary about you. You may not even fully realize it yet, but your very presence, your mere existence, has the power to stir the world around you. It's not because of anything you've done or any particular way you carry yourself outwardly. It's the light that emanates from within you, an inner radiance that is so pure and unyielding that it can unsettle those who are still battling their own darkness. There's an invisible force that you carry, a force that, whether you choose to acknowledge it or not, intimidates those who are not yet ready to confront their shadows. Have you ever noticed that no matter where you go, whether at work, school, or in social settings, there's always someone who seems to be irritated by your mere presence? Perhaps they act distant, even hostile, towards you without any clear reason. This can leave you confused, wondering what you've done to provoke such feelings. You approach everyone with kindness, with a willingness to be respectful and considerate. You make an effort to fit in, to be a positive influence, and yet, there are those who can't stand you. What could this be about? The truth is, it's not really about you. It's about the light that you carry, and the way it casts a reflection that some people aren't prepared to face. Your light is unsettling because it shines brightly on what others are trying to hide. It exposes the inner turmoil, the insecurities, and the unresolved issues that they keep buried within themselves. It is not you they despise, but the force of your existence that makes their darkness impossible to ignore. Your mere presence can make them feel confronted, as though their own hidden demons are being exposed. And this can make them uncomfortable, defensive, or even angry. They may not even understand why they feel this way, but instinctively they recognize something in you that they cannot bear to face: your inner strength, your peace, and the resilience you radiate. In the workplace, for instance, this might manifest as petty gossip or unnecessary drama. There are colleagues who treat you with hostility, even though you've done nothing to deserve such behavior. They may spread rumors, distort the truth, or try to undermine your reputation. This behavior isn't random, nor is it about personal dislike. It's about the fact that your very presence challenges their comfort zones. You see, the people who struggle with their own darkness can't stand the light that you bring into their lives, and they'll go to great lengths to diminish that light, to force you to falter or lose your composure. They want to see you fall, to prove that tranquility and steadfastness aren't real. But why? Why is your serenity so disturbing to them? It's because your resilience, your ability to keep shining despite the challenges you face, is a reminder of everything they wish they could be. They can't understand how you haven't been broken by hardship, how you continue to walk through life with confidence and grace, despite everything that's tried to bring you down. To them, it's as though you have something they lack, something they crave, but cannot attain. This makes them envious, frustrated, and sometimes downright hostile. They try to provoke you, to get a reaction, to see you lose your cool. They test your patience, hoping to catch a moment where your strength falters. It's an unsettling experience, one that you may not fully recognize or understand at first. But when you encounter someone who stares at you with that malicious glint in their eyes, or when they direct a smile that feels more like a sneer, you might sense that it's not really about you at all. It's the darkness within them that can't stand the light within you. When they look at you, they see something they can't reconcile with their own inner world, a reminder of everything they are trying to avoid or suppress. And so, they react, not because of who you are, but because of what you represent, a mirror to their own struggles, a reminder that they too could rise above their limitations if only they could embrace the light you so freely carry. And yet, it's not all negativity. For every person who feels threatened by your light, there are others who are drawn to you. These individuals recognize the power that resides within you, and they yearn to be near it. They admire your confidence, your grace, and the way you navigate the world. They see in you something that they aspire to, and they are drawn to your presence in a way that feels magnetic. These are the people who want to bask in the radiance you carry, to be inspired by your strength and resilience. They are genuinely curious about you, fascinated by the depth of your character, and they seek your company not to take from you, but to learn from you, to grow alongside you. However, as always, discernment is key. Not everyone who seeks to get close to you does so with noble intentions. Some may admire you from afar, but deep down, they may harbor envy or resentment. They may be captivated by your uniqueness, but also uncomfortable with it, unsure of how to handle the contrast you represent in their lives. These individuals might seem friendly, even interested in your well-being, but be mindful some may have hidden motivations. They may admire your light on the surface, but deep down, they may wish to diminish it, to pull you into their own darkness. In this world, authenticity is rare, and your genuine brightness can either inspire others to rise or make them feel threatened by the very difference you bring. For some, it's a challenge they don't know how to face, and for others, it's a source of admiration they wish they could attain. But regardless of how they feel, your light is undeniable. It may irritate those who are still caught in their own shadows, but it will also inspire those who are ready to embrace the truth of their own potential. Stay true to who you are, and remember that your light is a gift to the world. Even when it seems like the darkness is all around you, know that your radiance cannot be dimmed. Your light is not just a source of personal strength, it is a beacon for those who are seeking a way out of the darkness. And even if not everyone understands it, even if some try to bring you down, always remember that your essence is a force that cannot be ignored. There's a force within you that not everyone can understand, and for some, it's an undeniable threat. It's not about your actions, not about what you've said or done. It's about the energy you carry, a light that others can feel, even if they don't quite know how to name it. You see, this light doesn't just illuminate your own path. It exposes the darkness that others try to hide, whether intentionally or not. For those who are still living in the shadows, this light becomes an irritant, a disruption to the comfort they've grown accustomed to. Your very existence makes their darkness harder to ignore. And it's not that you've set out to challenge them, it's simply that your authenticity, your alignment with something greater, makes their own limitations feel painfully evident. It's a spiritual battle that goes far beyond any earthly conflict. People may not even recognize why they feel uneasy in your presence, but deep down they know. Your light forces them to confront their own insecurities, their own fears, and their own inner turmoil. You may walk into a room, minding your own business, and suddenly, the atmosphere shifts. The energy changes. Some people might smile, but it's a tight, uncomfortable smile. Others might become hostile, even if you've never done anything to them. They may try to undermine you, belittle you, or make you feel unwelcome. But let me tell you, none of this is about you. It's about what you represent. You represent a way of being that they can't even fathom, and that scares them. For those who are still caught in their own darkness, your light becomes an unavoidable mirror they aren't ready to face. It reflects everything they have buried deep within themselves: the pain, the unresolved wounds, the dreams they once had but abandoned, the shame they've tried to suppress, and the fears they can't quite shake. Just by being yourself, by walking in your truth and embracing your light, you force them to look at all that they have pushed aside. You remind them of the things they have chosen to ignore or forget, whether consciously or unconsciously. This is not because you intend to hurt them or make them feel inadequate. It's simply because your presence shines in a way that illuminates everything they have yet to confront. In many cases, these individuals may not even realize why your energy affects them so deeply. It's not personal. It's not about you, your flaws, or your actions. It's about the undeniable fact that you are living authentically, that you are unapologetically shining your light in the world. And when someone who is still lost in their own shadows sees that, it forces them to reckon with the parts of themselves they've been avoiding. They see the truth you are embodying, the truth they know deep down they should be living, but haven't yet mustered the courage to embrace. It's uncomfortable for them. Yes, it's painful to face the reality of what they have suppressed for so long. You are not judging them. You're not pointing fingers or casting blame. Your light is simply revealing what they're not yet ready to see. You are not creating the discomfort. It's always been there. You are simply the catalyst that forces them to confront what they have been running from. And as much as they may resist it, this confrontation is necessary for their own growth. It's necessary for their own healing. Understand this: you are not responsible for their pain, their reactions, or their unwillingness to face their shadows. That's their journey, not yours. Your responsibility is to keep shining, to stay true to yourself, and to continue walking the path that calls you. Your light is doing more for them than you realize. Even though it may feel as though they are rejecting you, your presence is still impacting them in ways they can't deny. Your light is slowly chipping away at the darkness that has held them captive, And eventually, they will have to confront it. When they are ready, they will see the gift your light has given them, the opportunity to change, to grow, and to become the person they are meant to be. So, don't dim your light for their comfort. Don't shrink yourself to make them feel better. You are not here to make others comfortable in their darkness. You are here to inspire them to step into their own light. Your truth is a reminder of what is possible, of the freedom that comes when we allow ourselves to live authentically and fully. You are not their enemy, even though they may treat you like one. You are their mirror, their guide, their teacher. And one day they will be grateful for the discomfort you have caused them, because it will be the very thing that awakens them to their own potential. Keep shining. Keep living your truth. And trust that, in time, those who need to face their own shadows will do so, and they will see your light not as a threat, but as the beacon it truly is. You are a walking reminder that there is more to life than just existing, more to life than just conforming. You show people what it looks like to live authentically, to step into their power, to embrace the light within themselves. And while some might be drawn to you, inspired by your example, others will resent you. The truth is, your light makes people uncomfortable, especially those who are still hiding in their shadows. They may smile in your face, but in their hearts, they despise what you represent. It's not about you personally, but what you stand for. You stand for something different, something they don't know how to achieve. And that can be a threat. Here's the truth: you cannot allow your light to be dimmed for anyone. You cannot shrink yourself to make others feel at ease, nor can you hide the essence of who you are simply because it makes people uncomfortable. The world, in all its chaos, uncertainty, and darkness, is crying out for the very light that you carry. And now, more than ever, it needs you to step forward and shine brightly. It's easy to think that, in order to belong, to fit in, or to avoid confrontation, you should dim your light, shrink your presence, or blend in with the crowd. But that is not your purpose. Your true purpose is not to conform to the expectations of others, but to be the fullest version of yourself. It's not about being perfect or always having everything figured out. It's not about waiting until you feel completely ready or comfortable. It's about embracing your truth even when it feels intimidating, even when it brings challenges or resistance from others. Your light is not just something you carry, it's a force that has the power to transform everything it touches. Your light doesn't just brighten your own path, it illuminates the way for others. When you stand in your light, you are inviting others to do the same. You are showing them that it's okay to be authentic, to embrace who they truly are without fear of judgment or rejection. Your presence has the ability to shift entire realities, both for yourself and for those who come into contact with you. When you show up unapologetically, when you stand in the fullness of who you are, things begin to change around you. People start to notice. Some will be drawn to you, inspired by your courage and your authenticity. They will see in you a reflection of their own potential, a reminder of the light they may have forgotten about or neglected in themselves. But at the same time, there will be others who react with hostility, with jealousy, or even with fear. They may attempt to diminish your light because it triggers something in them that they are not yet ready to face. But even in the face of resistance, you cannot turn off your light. You cannot hide it because someone else is uncomfortable. Your light, when fully embraced, becomes a beacon not only for those who seek it but also for those who need it most. Some may be angered by it, but others will find comfort, peace, and courage in your presence. They will be inspired to take the first step on their own journey toward self-discovery, toward owning their own light. You are not just here to exist, you are here to awaken, to inspire, and to lead by example, showing others what it looks like to live authentically and to shine unapologetically. So, when you encounter resistance, when you catch those glances, the sneers, the quiet judgment, remember this: don't take it personally. It is not a reflection of who you are or anything you have done. It is about what your light represents. And to those who are not ready to face their own truth, your very presence is a challenge. For those still stuck in their shadows, your light is the greatest threat of all. It forces them to confront aspects of themselves they are unwilling to acknowledge. They may not be ready to do the deep inner work required to embrace their own authenticity. And rather than facing that, they may direct their energy toward trying to dim yours. But let's be clear, your light is not a mistake. It is not some random accident of the universe. You were born with this light, this unique brilliance, for a reason. You are meant to shine, and there is a divine purpose behind it. You carry this light not just for yourself, but for the world. Your purpose is not to keep everyone around you comfortable by shrinking back or dimming your glow. Your purpose is far greater than that. It is greater than fitting into any box, than meeting anyone's expectations or conforming to societal norms. Your purpose is to disrupt the darkness, to challenge the status quo, to shake things up in a way that makes people uncomfortable, and in that discomfort, there lies growth. You were brought here to remind people of what is possible, to show them that there is more to life than simply existing. Many live in a constant state of numbness, afraid to face their true selves, too comfortable in their habits to see that there's a different way to live, a higher way. Your light serves as a wake-up call for them, an invitation to awaken to their own potential, to rise above mediocrity, to see that they are capable of so much more. But the world doesn't need another person blending into the background. The world needs you to stand out. The world needs you to be unapologetically yourself, to walk in your truth, to carry your light proudly. When you do this, you give permission for others to do the same. You become the spark that ignites the fire within them, the reason they start questioning their own reality and wondering if they, too, can shine. There's a ripple effect that happens when you fully embrace your light and live it boldly. Others will begin to catch that fire, and slowly, one by one, we create a world where authenticity is celebrated, where people are no longer afraid to be who they truly are. So, as you continue to shine, remember this: you are not just existing, you are here to make a difference. Your light may make waves, it may stir up discomfort, it may attract both admirers and critics, but that is part of the journey. The impact you have is immeasurable. You are a beacon of hope for those still in the dark. You are a reminder that it is possible to live with purpose, with authenticity, and with boldness. The world needs your light, and you are exactly where you're meant to be. Do not let anyone or anything convince you to dull your shine. Stand tall, be proud of who you are, and keep going. For as long as you continue to walk in your light, you are fulfilling your higher purpose, and you are doing more for the world than you can even begin to understand. Keep shining, and know that you are not alone in this journey. There are many others walking the same path, each of us lighting the way for the next. Together we will rise, and together we will shine. So if this message resonated with you today, I invite you to share your light with us. Comment light below, and be sure to subscribe to the Soul Ascendancy channel. Let's keep spreading this light together, one step at a time. Keep shining. And to those who are drawn to your light, to those who see you and feel inspired, don't think for a second that your journey is solitary. You are not alone. Your light attracts others who are ready to walk the same path, who are ready to step into their own power. The more you shine, the more you give others permission to shine as well. Your courage to stand in your light gives others the strength to do the same. So, keep walking your path. Keep shining, even when it feels like the world is trying to dim you. Keep being true to who you are, because your light is exactly what this world needs. No one can extinguish it. No one can take it away. It's yours, and it will continue to burn brightly as long as you stay true to yourself. You are a chosen one, a bearer of light in a world that desperately needs it. And while the darkness may try to fight back, it will never defeat the light that resides within you. When you walk into a room, the energy changes because you carry something that the world can't ignore. Your light is a force, and whether people understand it or not, they feel it. To some, it's a challenge; to others, it's an invitation to step into their own light. You are leading the way for those who are ready to rise, for those who are ready to leave behind the shadows and step into their own truth. So don't be discouraged when you face resistance. Don't be discouraged when others try to dim your light. Keep shining, because your light is a gift to the world. It's a gift that will touch lives in ways you can't even imagine. And as you continue to shine, more and more people will awaken to the truth of who they are. You are not just walking your own path, you are paving the way for others to follow. Your light is a guiding star in a world that so often feels lost in darkness. And remember, you're not in this alone. You are part of a larger movement, a collective of souls who are here to shine, to break free from the shadows, and to lead others into the light. As you continue to walk your path, keep your heart open, keep your light burning, and know that the world needs you. Keep being you. Keep shining. Keep living authentically. The world is waiting for your light. If this message resonates with you, if it stirs something deep within you, leave a comment below with the word light to affirm your connection to this message. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Soul Ascendancy channel. Let's keep spreading this light together. Let's keep rising. Keep shining. Keep being the beacon that this world needs. We're in this together. Peace out. As you stand in the fullness of your light, there's a deep knowing that you cannot ignore. The world might try to pull you down, to convince you to dim your glow, to shrink into the background, but in your heart, you know this isn't your path. The truth is undeniable. You were never meant to blend in, to fade into the mundane, or to live in fear of being too much for others to handle. You were meant to shine. Your light is your gift to the world, and although it may stir up discomfort in those who aren't ready to face it, it will also draw others closer to their own potential. This journey isn't about perfection or about gaining approval from the world around you. It's about being true to your essence, embracing your unique light, and allowing it to guide you toward your highest purpose. The more you shine, the more you face resistance, and it's natural to wonder why things must be so hard. Why must your light provoke such strong reactions? But the answer is clear. Your light forces people to confront things they'd rather not see. The light you carry illuminates the path, showing the way for those who are lost in the darkness, and challenges those who are comfortable in their ignorance to see beyond the surface. And even though some might try to tear you down, to diminish your shine, there is something incredibly powerful that happens when you continue on your journey. When you remain unwavering in your light, despite the resistance, you create a ripple effect. Your strength becomes a catalyst for change, not just in your own life, but in the lives of those around you. The battle that you face isn't just a physical one. It's not a confrontation with people who disagree with you, or who try to put you in a box. It's a spiritual warfare, a battle between light and dark, between those who are ready to awaken to their truth, and those who prefer to remain hidden in the shadows. It's not about who is right or wrong. It's about the courage to be who you truly are, unapologetically. It's about having the courage to stand tall, knowing that your light is not just a source of illumination for yourself, but for the world. It's easy to feel discouraged when you're facing resistance, when it feels like the universe is conspiring to keep you in the dark. But the very fact that you are facing resistance means you are on the right path. Light always triggers opposition, because it disrupts the status quo. It forces people to wake up to the reality that there is more to life than what they've been told, more than the limitations they've placed on themselves. Your presence is an invitation to break free from the chains of mediocrity, to rise above the ordinary and embrace something extraordinary. And yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's challenging. But it's also what you were born to do. You were born to light the way, to show others that they can be more than what they've been led to believe. The more you shine, the more people will be drawn to your energy. The more you stay true to your essence, the more others will be reminded of the power that lies within them. You are not here by accident. You are not here just to survive. You are here to thrive, to inspire, and to awaken the dormant light within others. As you continue on this journey, it's important to remember that the path won't always be easy. There will be moments of doubt, moments when you question whether it's worth it to keep going. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when you feel like the world is too much to bear. But in those moments, you must dig deep. Remember why you started this journey in the first place. Remember the fire that burns within you, the light that can't be extinguished. That light is your guide. It's easy to get caught up in the distractions of the world, to get sidetracked by the opinions of others, by the judgments and criticisms that come your way. But none of that matters. What matters is that you stay true to your vision. What matters is that you continue to walk in your light, no matter how hard the road may seem. The world needs you. Your light is a beacon of hope, a reminder that there is more to life than the struggles we face. Your light shows others the way, even when they can't see it for themselves. It's not just about surviving. It's about thriving. It's about living a life that is filled with purpose, with meaning, with passion. And the only way to truly live that life is to stay connected to your light, to your higher self, to the truth of who you are. When you connect with your light, when you embrace it fully, everything changes. You stop playing small. You stop doubting yourself. You stop allowing the world to dictate your worth. Instead, you step into your power. You begin to live with intention, with clarity, and with a deep sense of purpose. But there will be those who try to stop you. There will be those who will try to dim your light, and it will hurt. It will be painful. But remember, you can never dim your light for anyone. Your light is yours. It's a part of you. It's a reflection of the divine energy that flows through you. You can't hide it, and you shouldn't try. You were born to shine, and the world needs your light. It's not about pleasing everyone or making everyone comfortable. It's about staying true to yourself, staying true to your mission, and continuing to shine, no matter what. So when the world tries to put you down, when others question your presence, when they tell you that you're too much or that you don't belong, stand firm. Stand tall. Know that you are exactly where you need to be. You are walking the path of the chosen ones. Your light is a gift, and no one can take that away from you. You are not here to fit in. You are here to stand out. You are here to be a beacon for those who are ready to awaken, to rise, and to embrace their own light. And as you continue on this path, remember, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about the transformation that takes place within you as you learn to embrace your own light, as you learn to navigate the challenges that come your way, and as you learn to become the person you were always meant to be. Every step you take on this journey is a step closer to your true self, to your highest potential. So keep shining. Keep being the light that the world needs. And remember, you are not alone. You are part of a collective, a tribe of souls who are all walking this path together. You are not here to do it alone. You are here to inspire, to uplift, and to awaken others to their own power. If this message resonates with you, if it stirs something deep within your soul, leave a comment below with the word light and share your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to Soul Ascendancy. Let's spread this light together. The world needs us now more than ever. Keep shining, keep dreaming, and keep being the light that this world so desperately needs.